Join the Yoga Traveler membership, where you will have access to the entire video library, over 80 videos and 200 plus hours of content to enjoy. www.yogatraveler.online/membership.
Good. Welcome everybody. Thanks for joining today. We're going to start off getting energized, opening up the front of our body, stretching the front of our body as we strengthen our back body with some back bends. So why do we do back bends? Because they empower us by helping us to connect to our back body, which we can't see. We have to feel it. It is neglected by sight. So if we learn more about our back body and the way that it moves, we can always be confident as we move throughout our day. So let's start with a relaxing back bend. You might think of this as a hip pose, but for today's purposes, a back bend. Let's start in child's pose. So instead of bending back, we come forward, right? We let our knees open, maybe a little wider than your hips, and reach forward. Press the hips back down to the heels and just drop your forehead down. Relax your shoulders and just start to breathe in and out just through your nose. Slow and steady breath to connect with whatever your feelings are for today. Every day we come to the mat, it's different. We're going to start honoring our feelings as we move, as we flow, bending our back to and fro. Good. Now let's come up just a little higher onto all fours and bring your knees right underneath your hips. Then take your arms forward and press back. So we want to press our shoulders toward the floor. This gives us a nice arch across the sides of the body, the shoulder blades. And you can just drop your head down once again, relax there. And we're feeling a different sensation through our back. Upper back, mostly for me. I love how that feels. Good, now come up and let's continue to move even a little bit more with cat and cow, shifting and forward and backward through our spine. So drop your belly down, shoulders roll back, send your gaze up to the sky. Exhale, round through the spine, pull and lift. We're tucking our chin and our hips right in as we round our upper back. Inhale, drop the belly down, send the gaze up to the sky. Exhale, round through the spine, pull and lift. Let's keep going, maybe a little faster. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, inhale, exhale. One more time, inhale, exhale. Come back to neutral, go one step higher. You see we're just raising higher and higher. Hands widen just a little maybe. Lift onto your heels, your toes, and press onto your heels. Push back through your shoulders. So we're pressing heels toward the floor. You can pedal your feet. We're in Adho Mukha Svanasana, or downward facing dog. Releasing one at a time down toward the floor. And pressing back through those shoulders. Keep lifting upward through the hips. Feel the grand extension of your back. Such a beautiful pose. Good. Now bend your knees back down, back to all fours, And let's extend our right arm and our left leg. Just look down at the ground. Feel lots of lift in the center of our body. We don't want to sag there at all. We want to reach and extend, and you can stay right here if you want, or feel free to reach back, grab onto your toe, and press. Now what I love about this is we're starting to get into that arch of our back, plus we can feel a little bit through our shoulder here, which is nice to draw the chest open and pull that shoulder back. Feel the quadriceps stretching a little. Inhale, exhale, release your hold, and bring this left leg through. Place it down on the floor. Then let's scoot the right knee back just a little bit. So now we're in a deep lunging pose, Anjaneyasana. If it's too deep to keep your hands on the floor, you can place your hands on your blocks, or even just lift up onto your knee. Feel free to adjust. Always be welcome to adjust whatever poses you need to. Good. Now, if you feel like going a little bit deeper, let's take our left hand back this time and grab onto our right foot. We can spin our shoulder toward the floor, toward the sky. For those of you who are really bendy, you might place your forearm on the ground and get a chest opener. One thing that's so beneficial about back bends is we open and stretch the front of our body. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Nice job. Release it all. Let's step our left foot back. Come to all fours. And again, lift into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. This is like our reset, starting again. Feeling that lifting and lengthening and the gentle tuck of your chin so that you're lengthening the back of your neck. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Drop your knees down. Good job. Now let's do the opposite side. Extend your left arm and your right leg. Send your gaze down to the floor. We don't want to strain our neck at all. Pull up through the middle of your body. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe you're reaching back and grabbing the foot. You don't have to, but you're certainly welcome to if you want. Draw your shoulder blade back. Open up that chest. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your foot through. So now it's our right foot forward. And we'll pull our left knee back. We're in our deep, low lunge. Hands can be on the ground, on our blocks, or on our knees. Feeling that pressing down and opening up of your hip space. Good. Now, if you want to go deeper, you reach back with your right hand, grab your left foot. Those of you who feel like going even deeper still, elbow to the floor. Ooh, I can feel that quadricep on my left side. Pull your shoulder back. Imagine your chest opening up, that chest opening space. Good. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Release our hand, come up onto all fours and step your right foot back once again. Hands to onto your space there, and let's lift up to downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Nicely done. Now we started to warm up our low body and our back just a little. Let's build a little through our core, some warmth at the center of our body. Come forward to a plank. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Nice and slow. Let's try that sequence again 2 more times. Inhale, come forward to a plank. Exhale, chaturanga. You can always drop to your knees here. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. One more time, let's see what happens with our back here. Inhale, come forward. We have lift at the center of our body to support our back. Exhale, Chaturanga. Again, that lift at the center. Inhale, nice arch through the back. And exhale, we press up into the hips, lengthening the spine through the sides of the body. Good. Now bend your knees, look forward. Inhale, step or hop up to your hands. However you get there is fine. Exhale, fold into your legs. Uttanasana, forward bend. We can feel all of this length through our legs. Plus, we've got the long extension in our back. Good. Now roll up through the spine, nice and slow, one vertebrae at a time. Our head stays heavy until we reach the top and the shoulder blades roll back. And we've made it to our beginning, and we can take Surya Namaskara A, which builds lots of back stuff. We'll talk about it. Here we go. Inhale, lift up, a little arch through our back as we look to the sky. Exhale, swan dive forward, back into our deep forward bend. Once again, you don't have to touch the floor. Hands can come onto your shins. Inhale, look up, halfway lift. Again, hands can be on your shins, lengthening our spine. Exhale, hands down, step back, hop back. Chaturanga, supporting with our abdominals. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Exhale, roll to Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Good, this is where we catch our breath just a little bit. Slow the breathing back down, and if it increased too much, and then we can take it all again. Bend your knees, look forward. Inhale, step or hop up to the hands. Exhale, fold into your legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, reverse swan dive, reach up to the sky. Exhale, Samastiti. Good. The sequence is to make us warm. Hopefully you're starting to feel warm. Inhale, lift. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, look up, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down, step back, hop back, maybe drop to your knees here, Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Good. Good. Now let's start to change things just a little bit. Get into some side bending, which is all part of the back. So start by stepping your right foot forward, and let's drop our left heel down to the floor. Raise up to Virabhadrasana A, Warrior One. Now this pose, we can pull our shoulder blades down, feel lots of space. If it's too much to bring your hands together, widen them out, or even take a goal post. All different ways to modify this pose. Inhale, let's open to Virabhadrasana B. Exhale. Good. Now you see I'm creeping out just a little bit wider here because we want to make sure our knee stacks on top of our ankle so that we can have all of this open sensation and not too much strain on that knee. So Virabhadrasana B, beautiful pose, starting to get into our hips. Very nice. Good. Now that side bend I talked about, let's inhale and reach back into reverse warrior. And we can stretch through the right side of the body. Just make sure you don't straighten out that knee. Keep it bent. Good, feel that beautiful side bend. And then inhale, come forward. You can drop your right forearm to the thigh, stay here, or keep going. Bring your hand down to the floor, or perhaps onto a block. And we're in Parsva Konasana. So the opposite side, that left side of our body, is getting stretched long as we press into the hip. We can feel all that good pressure into our right hip. Good. Now inhale, lift back up to Warrior Two, Virabhadrasana B. Feel that strength along the inner thigh. Exhale, windmill your hands down to the mat. Step your right foot back into your plank and take chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Nicely done. Let's try all of that on the left. Inhale, step your left foot forward, drop the right heel down, and raise up to Virabhadrasana A. Good. Beautiful. Pull your shoulder blades down. Feel supported and strong. Weight on both feet. Inhale. Now open to Virabhadrasana B. Widen out if you need to, just look down. Make sure your knee stacks on top of your ankle. Pull that pelvis under. Feel open through the inner thigh. Take a breath. Inhale, reach back. Your left arm reaches up and we can feel the side body lengthening, stretching out. Inhale, come forward. Left forearm to the thigh or keep going. Hand can come to the floor on the pinky toe side or grab your block. Place a hand on a block. Pull and lengthen that whole right side of the body while we engage and strengthen our left hip. Good. Inhale, straighten up, back up to warrior two. Feel that energy through your legs. Exhale, windmill your hands down to the mat. Step your left foot back and let's chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Press through and drop those heels down. Bring your chin toward the chest. Lengthen out the back of the neck. Good. Now bend your knees, look forward. Inhale, step or hop up to the hands. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, reverse swan dive, reach up. Exhale, Samastiti. Good. I'm gonna face you. We did some side bending. Let's do a little bit more for the backs of our legs. So feet hip width distance apart, hands to your hips. This is Padangusthasana. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Take your hands down. If you can wrap your fingers around your big toes, or if you're not able to reach your toes, use a block. Hands can come onto that block. You can fold forward. The straighter the knees, the more you're going to have benefits into your hamstrings. So either way, any way you are, look up, inhale, lengthening the spine. Exhale, pull forward. See how my elbows bend as I bring myself forward? You might be able to do that if you have your hands on a block. Pull forward. So we're using our biceps just a little bit. We're getting this nice deep bend, length through the back, into the glutes and the hamstrings as well. But our neck is so nice and relaxed. Let it go. Let it go. Inhale, straighten up through your arms. Bend your knees and see if you can take your hands underneath your feet. Now some of us are going to keep our knees bent, and that'll feel really nice on the low back. If you are able to straighten your knees, feel free to do so as you fold down. Either way, it's going to be beneficial. This is a very deep forward bend. Keep pulling in through the center of your body to lengthen. And this one's called Padahastasana. Take one more breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale, release your hands. Bring them to your waist. Exhale. Inhale, lift up the rest of the way. We feel like different people, don't we? Exhale, Samastiti. Let's take one more vinyasa and bring us down onto our stomachs now. I'm gonna get this out of the way. Here we go. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, swan dive forward, take it down. Inhale, look up, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down, step back, hop back to plank. Chaturanga, bring yourself all the way down to your stomach and take your arms by your sides. So Salabhasana, back bend, you can lift your back and your legs, or you can just lift your back, your upper back, either way. So here we go. Inhale, roll up. I'm just lifting my back. Some of us might be doing the full thing, lifting our legs as well. This will strengthen your back, hover us in place. Feel that. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, lower down. Let's let go, release, and drop down. Good. Now we're just going to take it a little bit deeper each time, but you can go back to the previous option at any point. So this next one, let's clasp our hands. As we lift up, we're going to press into our fingers and pull our shoulder blades toward each other. Some of us might be lifting the legs as well. So we're feeling that lift, building up the strength in our upper back and lower back, working together, right? And this is beautiful to open up the chest as well. Inhale, exhale, come down, relax, take a breath. Good, try not to breathe too heavy into my microphone. Good, now another step deeper. You remember you can go back to any of the previous. Perhaps you're able to go into Dhanurasana where you hold your feet. So we're gonna lift and press into our feet. Lift up and press. Pulling the shoulder blades toward each other. This definitely opens up the front of our chest and we can feel our quadriceps and hip flexors. Now feel free to stay here or do this next pose, which I really love for the back. We're gonna roll onto our side. Now I still have my feet connected and my hands are still on the feet. And this just, once you roll over, if you can get there, you can just relax. Oh, I love it. I could stay here all day, but we won't because we gotta do the other side. So let's come back up, lift, and keep going, momentum. Now you can see I've got my feet holding. This is such a beautiful back bend. It's from the second series of Ashtanga, in case anybody knows. I didn't just make up this pose, it actually exists. Good. Now come back over. Let's lift one more time through the center. Inhale. Exhale, release it. Come into a child's pose. Knees open and drop back. This should feel really nice now because we just did 4 back bends. So we need to now lengthen out our spine. Press your forehead down to the floor and relax. Beautiful. Good. Now lift up. Hopefully that was enough rest for just a moment. Let's keep our momentum. We want to keep our heat. Lift up onto our knees and we'll move toward Ustrasana. I'll give you steps along the way. Let's first take our fists and place them on our back. Then pull your elbows toward each other and start to press forward. So this lengthens out the spine. It feels really great on the low back. Put a little pressure on that sacrum and we can just let our head fall back, squeezing the shoulder blades toward each other. Very nice. Good. Now lift up, drop your head, drop your hands. We'll take it one more time. We'll try to reach back for our feet this time. So bring yourself onto your toes and and I'll show you what we can do. So let's start with our fists on our back and start to lean. If you're comfortable with reaching back for your heel, it's there. You have to trust that it's there. You can. And then press your chest forward. Those who want an even deeper challenge, put your toes back down again and go just a little bit deeper. Everybody's going to look different. There's no need to compare. Just do what you can. I've given you some options. Explore it. Go ahead, take one more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Nicely done. Let's lift up. Ooh, it's far to come, right? Drop down onto your legs and tilt your head forward. Good. We feel that head rush, perhaps. Do you feel that? I have to be mindful of that head rush. Good. Now, all those back bends, we deserve to stretch out and lengthen our back muscles now. So let's sit down, come forward, and if you have a strap, this might be a great time to grab it. So place your strap around your feet, our legs extended, and both knees as straight as we can. Sit nice and tall. Pull up through the middle of your body. Inhale. Exhale. Walk your way forward on that strap. If you can grab your feet like I'm doing, then you don't need the strap. Just do what you can do. Pull your shoulder blades down. Lift from your center. Uddiyana Bandha engages. And see how deeply you can fold. We're going to stay here for just a moment because we did all those back bends and now it feels so nice to lengthen the front of our body. A beautiful sensation. Every exhale may lead us deeper into our legs. We love how that feels. Take one more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release. Nicely done. Twist. Twists are another great way to manipulate and move our back. So let's pull the right leg underneath and bring the left foot on top. So if I said it backwards. If you're looking at me, we're mirroring. So our left leg's on the bottom and our right leg is over the top. If this feels like too much, let's extend the leg on the bottom. So the left leg would extend. And that's perfectly fine if it was too deep on the other side. So let's extend now the left arm. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, hook it onto your knee, or you can just hug your knee. Take the right hand to the floor. Pull your shoulder back. So this rotates and twists the whole spine. We can feel the chest opening in the front. We can feel that deep rotation of the spine through the back. Really nice sensation across the entire spine. Just breathe deep. Good. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, release that leg. Good. Now let's do the other side. So the right leg would be on the bottom. The left foot over the top. Option to straighten out the right leg. Yes, perfectly fine to do that option. Extend your right arm. Inhale, exhale, hook it on or hug the leg. Left hand to the floor, pull your shoulder back. Really squeeze. We can feel both sits bones on the floor, so we know we're grounded right at the base of our spine. And that deep rotation through the low back, but it really moves up to the upper back as well because we're drawing the left shoulder back. behind us. Good. Inhale, come forward. Nicely done. Exhale, release your legs. I'm going to scoot this strap off to the side. A couple of options to once again lift our back. So take your hands behind you, fingertips facing your hips. Point your toes. Either just press into the floor and feel that opening of your chest, center of the body really lifted nicely. Or if you want to go deeper, you can lift all the way up. So now we're once again strengthening our back body. We can feel this through our shoulders really nicely, opening up the front of the chest. Good. Definitely a strength building pose here. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Come on down. Nicely done. Good. Pull your knees up for just a moment. Balance on those sits bones if you can. Good. Just changing our weight just a little. And then lower ourselves down onto the floor for some bridge poses. Good. Now before we begin, you might notice your low back. We want to push the curve of the spine to the floor. So lift your hips just a little like I'm doing and rotate your pelvis toward the sky and then slowly drop your back. So now my back is flat, pressed that curve of the spine to the floor. This is the position that you want to feel every time we come down after doing a bridge pose. Let's start from the base of the spine. So start to roll up one vertebrae at a time. Take your hands underneath, clasp them together, pressing those shoulder blades toward each other. Good. Feels great to once again strengthen the front or stretch the front of the body while we are strengthening our back body. Nicely done. Take one more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Release your hands. Lower it down. Good. Now as we come down, remember, tilt the pelvis so that your curve of the spine connects. Very good. We're going to do 3. So that was 1. Take a second one just like that. Inhale, roll up one vertebrae at a time. Clasp your hands back there and feel that stretch through the front of the body. Good. Beautiful length. Lots of reach through our torso. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, come down, lower all the way down. Good, very nice. One more time, if you want to do that same version, please proceed. If you want to do wheel pose, let's work on it together. So we take our hands back behind our shoulder blades and then start to roll up, press up to your body and stretch. Shift your chest forward so you're really pulling some stretch through the front of the body. Good. Keep your feet parallel as best as you can. Take one more breath. Inhale. Exhale, come on down, tuck your chin. Good work. Bring your knees into your chest and relax your head down to the mat. Nicely done. Beautiful work. Good, now my heart's pounding. Definitely feel some warmth. Let's just finish off with a deep spinal twist. So take your arms out to a T and let the legs drop over to the right side of your body. Then turn your head over the left. So we're stretching our whole spine all the way up to the cervical spine and all the way down into the lowest place along that spinal column. Let your body start to relax. Let the breath relax. Calming our way. Good. Now inhale, bring your legs through the middle. Exhale, let them drop down to the left and turn your gaze over the right. Same thing, feeling that length through the whole spine. Slowly settling into the breath. The breath is slowing down. We start to move our body towards relaxation and rest after a very energizing sequence together. Good. One more deep, grateful breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your legs back to the center and release. One leg to each edge of your mat. You can pull your arms down by your sides. Close your eyes and let yourself rest in Shavasana. Just lay here without any concern for anything. Don't think about the rest of your day. Just let your thoughts float around you. And take in all that beautiful work that you've done, just absorbing it into your body. I will wake you up with the sound of a bell, so have no worries. Just enjoy your rest after the good work. Start to wake yourself up. Rotate through your wrists and your ankles. Point and flex your feet. Stretch your arms overhead to lengthen through your body. And roll onto one side in fetal pose. Gently press up to a comfortable seated position and bring your hands to heart center. This is a quote by Ken Pirot to end our practice together. The best part of the journey is the surprise and wonder along the way. I wish you some surprise and wonder today. Thank you for your practice. Namaste.